This content is going to be much different than anything I even ever talk about, and we are going to get into it. And I just want to let you guys know, I want to preface this by, this is something that I personally watch in my personal time. I don't review it with you, I do not react to it, but I can't help but put in my 2 cents about the whole Dante London and Hannah London situation. If you do not know these creators, Dante is a creator who's been on YouTube for over 5 years. He used to do dancing. He did just about anything in order to get views. I stumbled on him when I opened a page probably about 3 months ago because he just had really good content talking about how to be a successful YouTuber, and he was saying that YouTube is on easy mode and that you should follow him because he can give you all of this advice. Now, the thing is, when I first started watching him, he was super outgoing, had a great energy about himself, really upbeat. He was dating his girlfriend at the time, who was Hannah. He had a little boy from his previous girlfriend. Everything seemed to be on the up and up, right? Everything seemed copacetic from the surface. So he's dating Hannah. They're talking about how he's doing so well on YouTube. He can't believe that he's getting all of these views now because he's been working for so long, and he's tried different types of content on his channel. He talks about when he was a dancer. He talks about when he did vlogging and how that didn't work for him as much, but for some reason that YouTube is giving him this great opportunity right now. Well, that turned into him pretty much showing how much money he was making on YouTube. And a lot of people in the comments were like, dude, you got to be careful. You can't be showing everybody how much money you're making. And I would see a crazy amount of reaction videos to his videos where there would be other platforms who were reviewing his stuff, reacting to his stuff, remaking the videos, putting it in their own twist on it, and just reviewing, which they can do that. This is YouTube. Anybody can react to just about anything they want, right? Well, then Dante gets wind of it. He starts going towards certain content creators and then making it to where they get in trouble for copyright issues. And some creators even lost their page because they were doing reaction videos, which is pretty BS, because at one point I remember Dante saying, take my stuff, steal my stuff, do whatever, make content. But he didn't like it when other people were kind of giving him the feedback that he wasn't prepared for, right? So fast forward to Dante talks about his whole story. I mean, we go through everything with him. He's vlogging where he used to live and the project housing. He shows videos where he's going to this old project where he used to live and talking about how it's in the hood, it's ghetto, how he doesn't feel safe there, because now he's making some money off YouTube, right? So he's feeling himself. Well, which came off as arrogance to a lot of people. I mean, I've been binge watching this to the point where I'm like, I have got to say something. I have to say something at this point. So it comes off as arrogance. He's flashing his money. He's talking about how he's going to move into a luxury home. And because at this point now he's still in low income, but he's not in the low income place that he used to be, right? So it's a better location, which he had been at for 3 years, and he starts getting that YouTube money. He gets money coming in, and he thinks he's doing it right. He thinks, I'm making it. So me and my wife Hannah, which he would always call his wifey before they were even married, they eventually get married, and he's like, okay, we're moving out. We're going to move into a luxury apartment. They move into a nicer apartment, and it was nice for them, especially somebody who might not have been used to that type of location. It was really luxury to them. But a lot of people in the comments were like, that is not luxury. What are you talking about? There's not even a stainless steel refrigerator. The appliances are old. Everything's dated. People were going in on him. So I feel like it started making him feel a kind of way to where he's reading the comments, he's feeling negative about himself, and then they want even more, right? But throughout all of this, he starts hearing everything that everybody's talking about him out in the social media world, and it starts having an effect on him to the point where it kind of changed his content. He went from Dante London having his content, and then his old lady, she started making her page. Hannah started making her page of content where she would do cooking videos, and she would be going to the grocery store. It was actually very entertaining to watch. And she even sings. Like, they're a cute couple. They're young. And she was doing her stuff. So they're in this new luxury apartment. They're showing off all this money. Everybody is reviewing them. And I'm talking about everybody. And can I tell you something? I live in these comments. I have a thing where I just read through too many comments to where people are trying to give them advice, let them know, hey, make this decision. Throughout all of this, Before he even got into his luxury apartment, he bought a truck. Now, we all know, do not buy a truck that you cannot afford. He gets this truck and immediately regrets it within the first few days. And he's like, this is too much. He tries to take it back. It doesn't work. So he has this truck, but he loves this truck, right? Because in his eyes, he's never had a truck like this. He's always wanted this big old truck. He's always wanted it. So he feels like YouTube is bringing him the success that he wants. But he's still not being very cautious, right? Gets the truck, gets the wife, gets the luxury apartment, moves out of his low rent, low base income, and then within 2 months of being there, now he's to the point where he's about to be evicted. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if this is scripted at this point or if this is real, because a lot of it feels like this cannot be real. When I first tuned into him, he was on the up and up. He was excited. He was showing everybody his money, going back to the old projects that he used to have. So much different content, always happy, always smiling. Fast forward to now, it's every single time he posts a video, it's talking about how he's going to be evicted. He's been in this place for 2 months. Even this last month, he couldn't come up with the rent. He was about to be evicted. He's been there for 2 months. And his rent's only $1,350, $1,400. So I think what we have is somebody who might have been on low income so long that they didn't realize how much the real world cost out there and all of that YouTube money that he had, that he was flashing. If you don't know how to save or to budget, you'll be in the same predicament always. And I know that firsthand. I used to be horrible. I was pathetic when it came to budgeting. I would spend money that I did not have. I would borrow money from people. I remember having to ask people at work, can I borrow money? I was always about to be evicted. And this was back in the day. I remember that. In my 20s, I wasn't very good. Fast forward to now, married with children. I know every single penny that goes in and out of this house, okay? I don't mess around because I want to make sure at all times that we have a roof over our head and food in our bellies. That's important. But I don't think that he's doing that, because now we're to the point where he's about to be evicted every single day. Hannah has kind of taken a back seat. She's not doing anything on her podcast, on her YouTube channel, and now it's just pretty much Dante. He's in every scene. He's trying to go and find a job. And the thing of it is, I feel like I'm just giving all of this to you because I'm just like regurgitating everything that I've been watching. So if I'm going too fast, my bad. But the thing of it is he's not even prepared as he's going out to look for these jobs. He's wearing a raggedy hoodie with the little lint balls on it. He has a do-rag on. Like, sir, you need to get handsomed up if you're going to go out there and try to get a job. He's going into these places. He's been into pizza delivery places. He used to be he used to work at a warehouse or for some type of truck driver. So he went back to there, and he cannot find a job. You guys, there's so much. I totally missed the part of when he was still kind of on the up and up and he was trying to get a job as the car salesman, and he missed up that job. I think a lot of his problem is you take cameras into everywhere, sir. Not everybody is comfortable with cameras. So when you were up on the up and up and you were working and you were trying to work in the car salesman, and that job only lasted a very short time because you had cameras, they let you go, you're begging to get back to that job. When you have said yourself plenty of times, I don't even like to work. I don't even like to work. I've had a hard time holding a job. So now fast forward to where we are right now, is he's still going to these places trying to find a job. Who will hire me? He's taking his child, his little boy with him into these places. So this is what I'm saying. Is this scripted? Is this real? I cannot believe it. As somebody who creates content, I would never quit my job and just think that I would make money off here. It's not even about that for me. It's not about that for me. This is a hobby that I like to do. I'm very honest with you guys. I'm transparent. I quit drinking 3 years ago. This is what I like to do so that I could communicate with you guys. But I never envisioned in my head like, oh, I'm going to make so much money. Do we all want that? Yes, but that's not the purpose, because if you're willing to do all of this for the money, you will be willing to do anything. And that's where I think we're at. So either this is scripted or this guy is about 2 episodes away from living in his van so that he can get more views. Because I watch another gentleman who lives in a storage unit, and he got 725,000 views, y'all. So we like watching this kind of stuff. 725,000 people watch this guy living in his storage unit. He's a recovering addict, and we're all watching it. So it's like, I feel like Dante has realized, well, they tune in because it's just misery. And they tune in because people just like to watch it. It's like a guilty pleasure. But my biggest thing is, you got a new wife, you got a little guy, and you're just bringing everything to the internet. Some things should be sacred. Some things should be kept private. If you're struggling, you're struggling. We understand. But do we have to walk through every single day of it? It's been like a roller coaster up and down. I want to tell him, get tested for ADD, ADHD. There's nothing wrong with that. Go to the doctor. See, why are you always up and down like this? I have ADD, okay? I have it. Sometimes you make crazy decisions. Sometimes you're not thinking rational. And I'm just like, when I look at him, I'm like, oh my God, who's going to help this young man? And I just see poor Hannah. She's 25, newly married to this guy. And it's just like, what is this? What are we doing for likes and views, y'all? What are we doing? I want the best for them. But if this is what YouTube is, to where you have to go out and you just have to pretty much sell your whole soul and your family for some likes and love, oh my God, I cannot. I just cannot. I felt like I needed to bring this and say this today because I've just been watching them. I started watching him because I really thought he was a motivational creator and I liked the information. And now I'm just like, what is going on here? Is this scripted? Is this scripted? Oh my gosh. Is it scripted? I don't know.